I was telling someone the other day that I feel like I've been suffering from imposter syndrome recently. And it's funny because I heard that term a couple years ago and I really didn't know what it meant. And I didn't even really realize that that was something that I could possibly feel at some point in my life. And it happened to me recently. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with what it is. And it's when you get in position or when you are when you are in position to do something or you're doing something great, or something that maybe you never thought you were going to be able to do, maybe something you thought you weren't capable of, or maybe a goal you thought you were never going to reach, or whatever it is. And then you get there and it happens and you start to question, do I belong here? Do I deserve this? What did I do to get here? I don't even believe that I'm here right now. What if these people find out about me? What if they find out that I'm not worthy of this? What if they find out that maybe I'm not qualified? Whatever it is, all these things start running through your head. And I had probably a week to a week and a half of that, for myself, which was really strange for me because I work really hard to try and put myself into position to do things not only for myself but for my kids and for my family and for the people that I love. So I've never really had that feeling. But about a week and a half ago, I I started feeling like maybe I wasn't worthy of the position I am when it comes to coaching. Uh, like most of you know, and I've shared with you guys, I have taken on a new coaching job, at a high school out here where I live. That is a pretty prominent high school and has a really good athletics program and has some pretty strong history. And I got to thinking or overthinking while I was at practice one day, you know, because I felt myself going into a shell, not being the coach that I normally am. I'm very vocal, I'm very outgoing. I like to talk to the kids and instruct them on certain things that they're doing wrong, things that they're doing great, and I'm very outspoken. But I found myself kind of pulling back and allowing the other coaches that have been there for a while to kind of take the lead, which is great because that's what they're supposed to do because I'm there trying to learn the system. But it's not great because it's not being who I am. And in doing this, I started to feel like maybe I wasn't worthy of being there. I started to feel like maybe this program doesn't need me, which is really strange because, like I told you, I've told you in the past in previous podcasts where they were very adamant about bringing me there. They pursued me. The varsity coach was very adamant about us having the same coaching philosophy, was absolutely over the top happy with the interview I had with him, the walkthrough. Um, in fact, told the AD we really need to get this guy here. So they really wanted me there. But for some reason, I started questioning myself. And I think a lot of it had to do with being around new coaches who have eons of years over me coaching wise. They've been around the game longer than I have. They've been coaching longer than I have. But it's almost like I forgot that these guys respected me as a coach. And I started questioning myself when these guys already respect me. They just want me to come there and be who I am. And it's so strange to be there because I haven't been there in a long time. And being around new kids, trying to win them over, trying to make them understand that I do know what I'm talking about, that the things that I'm showing them is going to help them become better ball players, getting their confidence in me as a coach, trying to get them to open up to me. There's so much going on that I can't afford to doubt myself. I can't afford to start thinking maybe I don't belong here. I need to come out of that shell and start being who I am. And so I caught myself, and I shared this with someone, that it was a really strange place for me to be. I'm like, how the hell can I have imposter syndrome? Like, I've busted my ass to get everywhere that I've been, and to get me to this point right now, I've busted my ass for. I didn't take no shortcuts. I worked hard. And for me to be feeling like this is so strange. So after talking about that, I said, like I always do, I tell you guys, I pray all the time. I prayed on it. And then I said, you know what? I'm done. I'm done with that. I'm going to practice. I'm locking back in. I'm unleashing who I'm supposed to be, who I am, what got me here. And I'm going to coach the way I coach. I'm going to communicate the way I communicate. And I'm going to do exactly what I came to do here. And that was to teach these kids how to play ball at a high level, and to be a leader. And so I went to the gym, after I had talked about that, and I just started pushing myself to go harder. I started running on the treadmill. And I shared with you guys that it's been a while since I've been able to run because I had an Achilles injury. And now I'm to the point where I can run now. So I just got on the treadmill, and I just started going, listening to some inspiring music, and then just started telling myself, you are where you're at because you've earned it. You've earned all of it. Now act like it. And I think the reason why I'm sharing this with you guys is there's a lot of you that I have spoke to recently on all the different social medias. There's quite a few of you guys have messaged me with stuff that I have been sharing that you've gone through, that you're going through right now, finding your way through life, navigating through all the pitfalls and whatnot. Make sure to give yourself credit for what you've done to get to where you are. Okay, give yourself credit. If you were down in the dumps, if you were in the gutter and you were struggling, but you have put your head down, you started busting your ass, you've taken care of business, whether that be with your family, your work, your dreams, whatever it is. If you've done all of that and you are now in a position to where you never thought you were going to be there, make sure to give yourself credit and to tell yourself you've earned this. But also in the same breath, I'll tell you this. Don't pat yourself on the back too long. I'm going to say it again. Do not pat yourself on your back too long, because that stuff wears off quick, and then you got to get back to work. And that's what I have to tell myself every day. Hey, you're in there now, but this is where the work begins. You have to continue to earn it every day. So every time I'm at that baseball field, I am earning it every day. That's what I have to do. So if I could share anything with you, is earn it every day, guys. Go out there, believe in yourselves, know that you are there for a reason. Know that you are there because of all the hard work you've put in, and give yourself credit. But do not take your foot off the gas. Continue to go hard every day, and make sure everybody that's around you knows that you are there for a reason and for a purpose. I love you guys. Have a great day. God bless.